Hello everybody, welcome back. I got chapter 6 up for you guys. I'm gonna read it now. So I guess, yeah, and I'm really glad for all the subscribers and viewers out there who watched and subscribed my channel. So yeah, get on with the story. Chapter 6. The Tunnel. Spike slammed the door and Twilight looked up from her book. "Where's the shop?" "Spike! What's wrong?" she said, obviously from the expression on Spike's face. "Rarity House kidnappers take her," he panted. Twilight shot up as Applejack came into the room. "What's going down now, y'all?" she said in her redneck voice. Twilight repeated everything Spike had said, but probably more words than 5. Applejack gasped. "Right. We need to go find Rarity." "What direction did they go, Spike?" "I don't know. As soon as I got to the back door, they were gone," Spike said. Twilight sighed. "That's just dandy. Come on, let's get Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie on this, too," she said. Spike nodded, and they all went. Pinkie was sitting up with Rainbow Dash talking about pranks. They looked up smiling, but that smile disappeared when they saw Spike's grave face. "What's wrong?" Pinkie said, her pink hair losing some of its bounciness. "Rarity," Spike began. Rainbow Dash sighed. "Why are you so obsessed with her? She's never gonna date you, and there are millions of girls out there who love you," Rainbow Dash snapped. Spike took a step back, his heart breaking. He felt tears welling up in his eyes, but he didn't let his mask slip. He breathed in deeply before letting his eyes go into solid emotionless. "Actually, I was going to say that your best friend, Rarity, had been kidnapped, but you obviously don't care. So, enjoy life," he said before turning and walking in the distance in the direction of Rarity's house. Applejack glared at Rainbow Dash. Anger was burning up inside her. She understood why Rainbow Dash had said this, and she completely agreed, but Rainbow Dash made Spike upset, and that was something that no one did and got away with. She walked over to Rainbow Dash and pinned her to the ground. "See what you did now? You didn't need to say that, you horrible bitch!" Applejack screamed. Rainbow Dash's eyes were wide, and she gulped before scrambling from underneath Applejack. "Sorry, I was just sick of his obsession with a girl who doesn't love him back," she said. "I know, I'm sick of it too. But there's no reason to make him feel bad about that. You love him too, don't you?" "Yes, I loved him since I met him," she said. You don't speak to the guy you love like that, idiot!" Applejack screamed. Fluttershy trottled up in her shy way. "What's going on, guys?" Spike tried to tell Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie something very important news about Rarity, and Rainbow Dash practically bit Spike's head off and made him feel terrible, Applejack said. Fluttershy had always loved Spike the most, and Applejack knew that she would die for him. "What? How dare you, Rainbow Dash!" Her screams made everyone's eyes widen. Fluttershy was never this loud. She breathed out calmly. "What was the very important news?" "Rarity's been kidnapped. and we need to find her, Twilight said. Well, come on, then. Let's go and find her. Yay. And Rainbow Dash, you could stay here because you obviously don't care, Pinkie Pie said. I didn't know, she shouted. Pinkie rolled her eyes. Come on, then. If you're coming at all, that is. When Spike arrived at Rarity's house, it had been ransacked. Rarity's clothes, sewing stuff were all gone. The stuff she liked the most. It was almost like she wanted to go. He exited through the back door and looked around. They could be anywhere by now. He saw a little trap door next to him and got into his knees and pulled the handle, but it didn't budge. He pulled and pulled. What kind of luck is this? He went back into the house and grabbed something very heavy thing he could find. He didn't take note of what it was. He just threw it at the trap door, and the door smashed. Then he jumped in. He thought the floor would connect after a while, but it didn't. Where was Apple? Where was he going? He heard voices from above. He looked up and saw Applejack and Fluttershy peering down. Come on, he screamed as he fell. They jumped after him, and soon all of them were down there. He laughed as he saw Rainbow Dash's multicolored hair. Suddenly, water enveloped him, and he swam to the surface as quick as he could. He looked around. The pattern of the water dancing on the cave walls, damp, uneven rocks everywhere. He pulled himself out as the rest of them landed. Rainbow Dash quickly swam to the surface and pulled herself out. She looked at Spike awkwardly, as did he. But he was annoyed with her. She just wanted to pull him to her and kiss him. She felt her cheeks burning, so she turned quickly so he wouldn't see. Spike turned sharply on his heel and began walking down the tunnel. Everyone gulped and followed him. He filled Rainbow Dash's thoughts as she made her way down the tunnel. What if he never forgives me? What if he hates me forever? Or what if he forgets Rarity and realizes that I love him the most? Oh, I wish, she thought. She looked at the back of his head, the mop of his sexy, messy hair falling by his ears. She turned to see Fluttershy glaring at her. Move it, bitch, she snapped. Dashy's eyes widened, and she kept walking. Now I know Fluttershy hates me. She's never like that, she thought. Shh, guys, Twilight said, stopping everyone. Stopped and turned to look at her. She was touching mud on the ground, rubbing it between her fingers. Ew, Twilight, why are you rubbing that mud between your fingers? Ew, Applejack said. Everyone turned to look at her. What, someone has to do the Rarity thing? Everyone nodded, and then looked back at Twilight. She sighed. Someone's been here. Indeed. The smell of the ground, the says that they went down here half an hour ago. Maybe more. Come on. We've got some serious catching up to do, she said, before getting up. No one moved. Finally, Rainbow Dash had enough. Are we going to find her or not? Because I am, she said, before sprinting off down the tunnel. Spike looked at Rainbow Dash move. She was sure as hella fast. So fast it was really attractive. But what was he saying? She had to go at him for nothing. And plus, he loves Rarity. He began running after her, followed by Twilight, Applejack, Pinkie Pie, and Fluttershy. He kept his eyes on Rainbow Dash, she's colored hair, trying not to check her out again. Although her ass did move very attractively when she Stop it, Spike, he thought. He knew he loved Rarity, but she didn't love him back. Never. But who would? Rainbow Dash? He nearly snorted at the idea of her liking him. Fluttershy? She was too shy to have a boyfriend. Twilight was like a mother to him. Applejack was a bit too boyish for him. That left Pinkie Pie. He knew she'd always cheer him up, and her hair was amazing. Her body was sure as hell shapely. Suddenly, Rainbow Dash stopped, and he ran into her. Sorry, he said. She smiled at him, and blushed before turning quickly. Twilight, she called. Check the ground. Spike turned and saw Twilight get on one knee and picked up some dirt, smelling it. 5 seconds ago. Why? 5 minutes ago. Why? She looked at Rainbow Dash. The tunnel ends here. There's a door. I'm guessing they're in there. Well, be quiet then, Fluttershy whispered in her quiet voice. Everyone shut up, and Rainbow Dash opened the door an inch. Let me go, you fools! Spike heard a posh voice say, Rarity. He pushed Rainbow Dash out of the way and nearly screamed, but luckily she didn't. Rarity was being caressed by 2 men in black and was squirming. Twilight grabbed Spike. Don't, she whispered. He gulped and nodded before turning back to the gap in the door. The 2 men kissed Rarity's neck and Spike gave up. This was too much. Well, everybody, that's, I guess a wrap up on Chapter 6. Chapter 7 might be coming up sooner than y'all possibly think. I have no clue when it's going to be coming out. But, yeah. Here you got Chapter 6. Right on schedule. Actually, not on schedule. I'm supposed to be doing one every week, or two every week, or... Oh well, the usual times I make a video. Oh well, I don't care. Here's a video for you guys, and peace out. And I got one thing to say. Really, Spike? Checking out Rainbow Dash's ass. Wow, that ass. Again, I'm saying that ass. Oops, Facebook. Lol. I guess I should have took off my Facebook. Oh well, I don't care. You guys can listen to me listening to Facebook like I'm a noob or something. Oh well. See you bronies later in the next episode. Bye bye.